Hey BUCKHEADistas, welcome to this gorgeous New England style home. The touches are perfect. If you hear any hammering, it's a very quiet neighborhood on the cul-de-sac, but they're putting it on a new roof right down the way. But come on in and see this gorgeous New England style home.
All right, everybody, first a couple of the stats and details here on this home at 2985 Devonshire Place. We are on the west side of Buckhead, very much close to the Morris Brandon Elementary School District, of which this home is within, Sutton Middle School, and North Atlanta High School. Please pardon the new roof being installed next door. This is a quiet little street in that it is a cul-de-sac street with about 12 homes on it, 10 or 12 homes, so it really makes for a nice setting for walks and bicycles and things such as that. This home is 6 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, 5,700 square feet according to the owner on the first and second floors. You can add to that the terrace level. The listing agent has let us know that that was going to be in addition to. This home is listed currently at $1.629 million, and we can't wait to show you all about this. Stay tuned after the home tour. Kristen is going to share with us one of our wonderful BUCKHEADista businesses and community members, Bach Fitness. These guys are having a ton of fun, a community like you wouldn't believe. So come on, let's tour the home, and then we're going to Bach Fitness.
Welcome home, y'all. Come on in.
Just very impressive traditional style home. Yes. Welcome to New England in Buckhead, right?
Love the stain on the floors, wood flooring throughout.
Right. Wide plank flooring. Does look amazing. Well, I say it's wide plank. It looks like it's almost 3 inch, so 2 3/4. That's your parlor. There is a wet bar around the corner. We'll show you in a minute. So again, here in the foyer, what you have is a great central hallway that runs through the middle of the home as well. Wonderful formal banquet style dining room.
How tall is the molding on the ceilings? It's very impressive.
These are 10 and a half feet tall.
And the molding is done nicely. I love it. Love the size of the windows. Pella windows throughout the home. Super safe and
yes, so again, wonderful, very wide central hallway leading, of course, to the kitchen on that end. Terrace level right behind Kristen. A little bit of a sunken living room, which we'll get to in just a second, and then the primary is at the end of the hall right there.
wood burning stove.
Right.
Wood burning fireplace, excuse me. You
Love
could put a stove
love the
in.
wall of windows.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice art nook.
Archways
Yes, the arch windows.
coming in, and the French doors that lead out to the beautiful deck outside. Oh, it's a treat back there, for sure. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll come around, we'll go ahead and go. This is a nice passageway, pocket doors to the keeping and kitchen. You go around that way. I'm going to come back up so everybody gets a feel for it from the main hall. I just love the access ways around it. This is a really a unique floor plan in that you do not see a layout like this quite often, but it really, really works.
Butler's pantry. Nice big pantry right in there.
Nice big pantry. Yeah, you're right.
The location is prime.
Laundry. Okay.
And you don't see that often. I really love having the laundry off of the kitchen because it makes sense. When you're working, you can flip loads and work, but this is a perfect kitchen. Nice and bright, beautiful countertops, beautiful appliances, warmer.
That is the door to the detached garage. You are covered. As
Little
Kristen
portico
mentioned,
too, yeah.
yeah, the portico, and then as Kristen mentioned, the patio. Come to the treehouse treat in just a minute. This is like a wonderland.
Another wood-burning oven, wood-burning fireplace with a gas starter. You can, I can envision a lot of cooking and celebrating in here while watching your cooking show and cooking, or maybe a game, football,
Great
baseball.
activities. All right, let's go take a look at the primary.
Closet. You've got a half bath right here.
Wonderful powder.
And wonderful to going into the parlor. You've got,
Little wet bar.
yeah.
Great. It's always nice to have a primary on the main. The details, the furnishings, the colors. This is really something I like. This is my color palette. That might be even a California King bed.
I think so.
Coming through to saying hey to the kitty.
Hey, Pepper.
That's Pepper the kitty, y'all.
Double, very nice, large size closets.
His and hers closets, if you need it.
Or his and his.
His and hers. Master, wonderful steam shower setup. Looks like a steam shower. If not, it's fully enclosed. Marble countertops. That door goes out to the deck. Large soaking tub.
Beautiful.
Elevated. Love the area set in with the windows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pull the shades if need to. All right. Coming out. We'll go ahead and go upstairs.
Okay.
Just a great hall to hang all this wonderful art on, right? All right, so curving left. Upstairs has just a really great layout. You've got these wonderful play spaces, study, kids study, big people, big kids study.
Tons of storage. Places to put trophies and books and toys and games. You
And
name
then that
it.
goes up to a walk-up attic. And then again, another central hallway. 2 bedrooms, Jack and Jill on left. 2 bedrooms, Jack and Jill on right. We'll make a tour through each one so you can see each one.
Beautiful sizing.
Your closet. Restroom, shower. Bedroom 2. And then we're at the other end of the hallway where the other playroom is. This could be another bedroom if you needed a home with 7 bedrooms in it. Very large suite of some sort. In-law suite, teen suite. Cathedral ceilings in here make it feel nice and open. just love this floor plan.
French doors.
And then some of the
Wow, this has just got so much charm. This might work for one of your little ladies. It is definitely a wonderland. For sure. Little sunken
Isn't that what
area.
they called it in Peter Pan? Isn't that where they went to?
Neverland.
Neverland.
One of our favorites. Definitely one of mine, for sure. Just beautiful.
And then a reading, sitting nook. The decorations and the features and just, it's so comfortable and fun. Built-in cabinets. That is a really nice look. And then this Jack and Jill's to the hall and also to the fourth bedroom.
Real pretty standing
Nice
shower.
floor's been redone, like the Hex Carrera.
Carrera throughout the whole home, all the bathrooms.
Yeah.
So that makes it very versatile to whatever your colors may be.
Fourth bedroom up. Okay, very good. All right.
I guess we'll go in the basement and then outside, out back.
Head for the terrace level.
Family rules. Love how wide this is.
Another central hallway, everyone. It seems to be a theme that this home uses very, very well. Very well. So you got your large space right here, your main congregating space. Turn this into a theater, another den. Straight ahead of Kristen up there, you'll see in a moment is another very large space, and that I think that was set up with the dartboards and the pool tables and whatnot. As you come off the stairs, you've got the gym right here to your left.
Or that could be a dance room too, with the
And
mirrors.
then to the right is that sixth bedroom. And this is the full bath. On the terrace. Nice features in there. Wonderful bar, nice big bar, and a lot of space in here for entertaining. All right. I think you throw from the orange mark.
Okay.
If you can hit a bullseye from there, I'll buy you lunch. All right, folks, we're going to have some fun. Go out and take a look outside, see what the backyard looks like, and then this
I'll get the door for
another amazing special treat of this home.
I just love it out
So
here.
yes, it is just a wonderful private setting. Great, great yard for entertaining. They mentioned to us that they've had, tables set up back here, tents, celebrations, gatherings, and
All fenced in.
I'm going to walk out here so y'all can see the charm.
The growth and plants are so happy. Everything's happy. To grow moss like this on flagstone is impressive.
And then more Neverland. We've got this amazing, prettiest treehouse I've seen in a while.
I love all the character that they've added in. Swing right here.
Right, yeah.
You can sit and relax.
Little
Fit
tile
all the little
pieces.
deco that's
Yeah.
been done. So you can gain access from outside if the kiddos are
There's your
meeting up.
everyday 2-car garage straight into the kitchen. Nice Big back porch. You sit out here, and this home just has so many amazing respites. You just do not find this unless it's somebody's really very, very intentional.
You could put flowers here, all the stained in glass.
We'll try and go in there and see if we can give them some perspective.
Our kiddos always climbed trees.
So
I
yeah,
always
there's-
encouraged it. And here it is in the midst of this impressive playhouse. There is power in here as well. Fan outlets, an area you can put a mattress for little sleep outs.
There's 3 trees coming through here, another loft up there.
Yep, here's your ladder.
Here's your ladder, yeah.
They have little twinkle lights throughout. Super fun.
Super fun home, right?
A lot of fun.
All right, guys, y'all gonna join us out front. That's a tour of the home.
Very established. Great neighborhood, cul-de-sac. I can just envision kids riding their bikes, having a ball going around that cul-de-sac at the bottom.
What a fun home. What a great home. Listen, folks, I tell you what, this one is a true gem. Morris Brandon is an excellent elementary school district and area in which to be in. We want to thank y'all for coming along with us, and we wanted to thank Jill Siegel of Atlanta Fine Homes, Sotheby's International, for allowing us to share this wonderful listing with y'all. If you have some interest in taking a look at what it's going to be like at this price point living in Buckhead, we'd love the opportunity to come alongside of you and serve you in that capacity. So take a look at the link down below, and we can get in touch with y'all there. So, but don't rush off. Listen, where are we headed to right now?
We're headed to our friend's gym, not far from here.
Yep, Bach Fitness. All right, and again, I mentioned this at the front of this video. These guys have got a culture. It's not a sweaty gym. I guess you sweat
lifestyle.
there, but you have a great time, and these people really have a great time with each other. So come on.
Marriage.
Oh, that's beautiful.
He's
My
my
wife's
best-
eyes, 12 years tomorrow.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Welcome to Batch. Come on
Nathan.
in.
Yes,
How are you, brother?
I'm well, thank you. Well, thank you very much for wanting to show us and what you guys do.
Yes, yes, absolutely. We are so glad to highlight you in our community. You are a true BUCKHEADista. You guys, as I know, and I know you'll get into this some more, and knowing some of your team and your staff, y'all just do community here better than anybody I know. So
Yeah.
we just wanted our folks to know who you are, where you're at, how long you've been here, right? You know, just the whole nine, so that when somebody says, I'm thinking of moving to Buckhead or Atlanta, they want to come by and visit with you.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Batch, first and foremost, we've been here since 2018. It's a term in New Zealand that we use. I'm from New Zealand, and it's a term that we use for another home. So batch, you have a batch at the beach, you have a batch in the mountains. It was truly the environment that I wanted to create. Fitness establishments are mainly about come in, sweat, do all that. But at the end of the day, we come here to train. We put ourselves through resistance. We put ourselves through struggles for 45 minutes. And it just equips us for whatever the world has to throw at us. And the bigger thing that I always preach about here is we have 2 things in this world that we're fully responsible for. It's the way we look and feel. And when you're more comfortable in your own skin, you're going to present yourself differently to your community. Starting first and foremost with your own home. And that's a big thing to us here. So that's the way that we provide programming, anything inside our environment is to truly help every individual from that standpoint. Take care of yourself first. Trust us. Trust that we're going to do the right job. And then after that, take what we put in you to train and give it to the rest of the world.
Wonderful.
Beautifully put, for sure.
You really do, you're more than a gym. I think you build the whole person. Again, since I know you, right?
Yeah.
You know, but
I love you use the word equip.
you what?
You know, equip.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
building yourself up to build, to give, and give out to others.
It's truly a serving, right? We're all here to serve each other. And we get tied up, especially in the fitness industry, with the aesthetic. The aesthetic in this house, it just becomes a byproduct, right? And really when people are coming in, what do we do as humans? We want to display this, but we want to hide what's truly behind it. And we all know that. We've all come across somebody like that. We may have been that somebody at one point in time. But a big thing here is the way that the programming's done, the way that we design it. It is truly get you to a point where your ego is out of the equation. And sooner or later, coming here 3 to 5 to 6 days a week, just due to the strength product that we have, length, stretching, and then we have a recovery product as well. You're able to create your rhythm in your life and be able to use the money that you invest here to really show up 6 days a week. So that's a big thing for us.
Come on. Which gym are you going to walk into? They're gonna tell you that. That's
The
good stuff.
design, everything that you've done in here, the environment that you walk into is very comfortable and
Like a
very, yeah.
Just
Did you
like
and
a
your
bench.
lovely wife put this together, or how
No,
did you?
Through the grace of God, I did.
Well, you did a great
Yeah,
job.
and then I had an original business partner in the beginning, but a batch in New Zealand was a kind of colloquialism for like the early settlers, and a batch was just a shanty, was just a like just a little brick shanty. And when I mean brick, like the ground was brick, the walls were wood, so that's kind of how you see the wood all around.
Yeah.
And then corrugated iron was the roof. So it's very modern. And then also in the fitness industry, I wanted to create more of a homely environment instead of like creating this rugged feel of concrete walls, you know, and trying to over exaggerate this, oh, we have an environment that, yeah, we get in here and we get rugged. No, ours is totally different. Like we are truly fruit of the spirit.
Oh, I
When you
love
get in
that.
the room,
Galatians.
When you get in the room, you get your rugged on. You know, when you step out of the room, you're a different kind of person because you've emptied your tank. And that's a big thing we say here. Empty your tank to fill your soul.
That's good.
Nicely put. And how about the beautiful, the leaves, of course, that
So,
you
yes.
that you wear as well.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
cool.
Which
What's
I'm grateful for. That was my original business partner. Because I had been training people in Buckhead for a while.
Yeah.
I started in 2010 when it came to fitness and wellness.
Okay.
And so it was really my methodology, my training, my kind of programming behind creating a product that actually grew with you
Okay.
and lasted with you as well. And look, I'm 44 years old, and this is the only thing that I do. And I'm through the grace of God, I've been able to like give this methodology to others, and they're living life differently because of it. Because of you come in with fitness, but you walk out with this holistic wellness process. And that the fern itself in New Zealand, it's indigenous, and indigenous in the sense where there's ferns everywhere, but ours is silver underside. And so I'm native New Zealand, so my mum's full Māori, and that's our culture, tribal culture. And back in the day, they used to speak about it shines light. So as they're tracking through the woods and the bush back in the day, they'd flip the fronds up. And so coming back at night, moonlight would reflect off of it and stuff like that and just guide them home. So I always, in my mission statement and my business plan, it was truly to create an environment that was like a beacon of light to a community. Yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of like how it's been.
Isn't that crazy how
Yeah.
God makes
Now
those
you
things?
could catch you right. Yeah, and then we have our rules. Everybody that walks in this house, we explain to them that we are family, and this is the way that it works. And if you truly understand that it's just fruit of the Spirit, put in different kind of terms. So, yeah,
Love that.
yeah.
Give us a tour of the place, please.
Yes.
Yes, that would be lovely.
So what we can do is scan around. This would be our cafe, our bar. What we do here is this is kind of our therapy bar. When people come out of class, they've emptied their tank. And then also the truth of their emotions is sometimes at the top. You know, and depending on how life's going for people, sometimes we sit here, they can get a latte, a smoothie, and then we just talk about life. And the cool part about when you take people and you take oxygen away from them, because that's the only true thing that we have in common, is our breath. And if you limit people from it, the vulnerabilities start to arise. And in that's where there's just a special moment either with yourself or with somebody else. So afterwards, we provide smoothies, coffee, latte. We also have a meal company that we work with if anybody wants to do more of a dietitian, and then also just a meal plan for themselves.
That's fantastic. You thought of it all.
Yeah, I just wanted people to invest their money properly in themselves and then just show up. So as we do, just down the hallway, we've got locker rooms, bathrooms. So we have a very big early morning crowd, especially in Buckhead.
Oh, how
We've got the
fantastic.
go-getters that wake up in Buckhead, you know.
How early?
5:15 is our first class. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
And then throughout the day, we have about 5-6 classes on our schedule that we just spread it through the day and stuff. But our members can show up, and if they want to work out by themselves at any point in time,
Well,
this is their home.
That's nice. And then how late are y'all open?
Our last class is at 5:15,
Okay.
and then we have one at 5:45. So one day it's 5:45, another day it's 5:15.
Fantastic.
It's been very interesting over the past few years because people are slowly getting back to the office. They're wanting to get home a little bit earlier. So, which it's awesome. We all don't need to be out wandering around in these streets. And really at the end of the day, your circadian rhythm is huge when it comes to your wellness. So if you're training late and not getting it in early, that's something that we kind of encourage too.
Fantastic.
Cool. And then, so our upstairs, it's kind of it fools you a little bit because it makes you think.
Happy moments, praise
Yeah.
God. Difficult moments, seek God. Quiet moments, worship God. Painful moments, trust God. Amen. Every moment, thank God. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, absolutely not. Like that's putting those on the stairs not too long after I opened up. And that's another thing. Faith-based.
Yeah.
Me personally, but I still respect everybody and what they do. But as an individual and as the way that I lead my house, our household worships God. And that is honestly, it's amazing. It's been different for me. Creating a business that is wrapped around my faith first, especially in this environment. It's a very interesting dynamic that is going on.
I love it.
Yeah, but through all the things that I've been through, pressure, good times, bad times, at the end of the day, the consistency with my faith has been awesome. So I'm grateful,
Fantastic.
very grateful.
Spirit, mind, and body, huh?
Amen. And then so down here, multiple modalities with your membership. And that's a big thing. Again, when I got into the industry in 2010, I had the opportunity to go to university over here and play Division I baseball. And then I got to see the beginning stages of American fitness.
Okay.
Was really from a collegiate standpoint.
Okay.
But then playing professional rugby as well, that gave me an understanding also that there's a big recovery aspect that people don't
Sure.
understand about. And as we age, there's so much information over the past 10, 15 years that's coming out. And a big thing is, I'm not saying any of it's wrong. I'm not saying any of it's right. You are the context to all your information. So you got to try it. Does it work for you? And not a one-off, you know? So the ice baths, the compression, the breath work. There's more mindful apps out there today. There's more mindful therapists out there today, but we are more mentally unstable today than we've ever been. And everybody wants to blame it on technology. But at the end of the day, we are living in our 10%. And we're not moving our 90%.
Well said.
And for me, theoretically, and I've trained thousands of people, and I've seen the commonalities in humans is our breath. And when we limit ourselves of breath, when we challenge ourselves with resistance, that's just like life. You can actually get your breath taken away on an aggressive text message.
Sure.
You can get to almost what you would be inside a classroom for 45 minutes, sitting on your bum. And your body doesn't really know the difference. It does in the sense where if the resistance training matches your level of sympathetic, that makes sense to your body. But the more you keep sitting there and you just go through all of this all the time, and you're creating scenarios. That's what we do as humans. We just create scenarios. And then we sit in this mindfulness and we think to ourselves, well, let me go think about not thinking. How about go suffocate? Because the first thing that's going to limit is the brain of oxygen. Just move your body. You'll think differently. It filters differently. So multiple modalities here. Our high intensity strength and functional strength training is in this room. This is the product that I wanted to develop and bring to the market. It is truly functional in the sense where we move, we don't stand stationary. A lot of fitness products out there today, you are either committed to a piece of machine or you stand still in a circumference box of 3 or diameter of 3, 4, 5 feet. And they explain that that's functional movement when it's not. Getting people to be able to move across, actively stretch, walking, up and across movements, that there in itself is functional, right? Standing on one spot, moving, stretching, it's not really getting it to where it's dynamic and functional. Your body wants to move. So we really focus on strength here. And it's 45 minutes. We take our weights from 5 pounds through to 90. We do not limit people. We do not discriminate when it comes to genders. It's a movement. We'll put you in the right position. Here's a weight option. We have a lot of our women today. They are just very, very different. They're more empowered now physically than they've ever been when it's come to a slogan.
Wow.
So, and it is. It's just pick up the weight, try it. You don't know until you try it.
Yeah,
and yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. You know, it's going to be very uncomfortable. But you can get better at that, you know, and that's empowering in itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And we vary between suspension straps. So what would be TRX, our bike. We ride this bike like a road bike. It's not a spin class. It's our active recovery, but it's very, very driven to where we're pretty intense with it. The resistance gets high. We educate on where you're supposed to sit, how you're supposed to sit, how you're supposed to climb, instead of just mindfully shutting off and going to spin classes. And I'm not speaking ill will about them. If you enjoy it, awesome. But bouncing around on a bike, I don't think I'll do that on a road bike on a daily basis. So we just educate them differently. And then we run outside, and then we'll do agility on the turf. So getting people functionally moving.
Fantastic. All the interval. I know you like the bike aspect of things, honey.
Yeah. And then a big thing, and we all know this as we age, you are limited by your hips. That's my theory. If you watch any person who's stiff, and because this is the midsection of our life and our body, and because hinging is the most compromised position that we put ourselves in,
True.
right? So if you don't understand the gait, groin, hips, hip flexors, psoas muscle, sacrum, lower back, glutes, educating people on how to stretch them properly. A lot of people don't know how to stretch. So pretty similar to a yoga aspect of moving and flowing. Ours is mainly focused more around breath work. So we'll really work on creating your system to get to a higher level of VO2, working with your myoglobin, so your muscular breath,
Sure.
and then also your hemoglobin breath. So that's more the lung breath, okay? And that's cardiovascular. So we get them systematically combined through breath work that we use, belly, diaphragm, lungs, and then we put them into core strength with resistant bands, and then we'll finish off with nice flexibility, range of motion, hips, shoulders, and neck.
It sounds like you really do educate.
Yes, yes. Well,
know,
when
'cause-
that's a bigger thing too.
Sure.
I don't like insulting anybody's intelligence. Like, I don't want you to pay me money and I just cheerlead you and motivate you through
Yeah.
through something.
Yeah.
I do not want that, because personally, I don't like that in my life. And I don't like playing the game. I don't like playing the game that, like, oh, well, I've got to be nice. If I'm paying you money, you better get me bloody results and allow me to realize that I'm the problem in my own life. Because that's what people pay. They'll pay more money for their discipline level. They don't have good discipline, they're going to pay a lot of money to somebody in hopes that they can kickstart their discipline.
Sure.
Where for me, it's a very, very quality price point for people to understand that you get quality service here.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, you're going to get over on me. Because I'd prefer for your health and wellness
Sure.
to be taught here, and then you can take it out there, instead of just showing up. And as we do, being a parent, being a business owner, just in this world today, you want to go and just shut off. And typically people use fitness establishments. It's the worst place you should ever shut off at. Because the moment you shut off and you step off the bench or you step off something and your ankle rolls, now you're in a totally different problem. And you're susceptible to depression. And it could be around the point where you felt like you were just getting better. And then now you're in a bigger hole. So,
Well, you're empowering a lot of people, it sounds, but with your little cookies and educating,
yeah.
you know,
Well, thank
the
you.
whole
Yeah.
package.
Again, it's a mindset of people that come here.
Yeah.
I get asked by marketing people all the time, like, oh, well, what's your group? Everybody. Everybody. Like, it is. It's our youngest that we've had here is 12 years old, and the oldest that we still have here is 77.
That's fantastic.
And so there is no, and don't limit us or yourself to that kind of stuff, you know? So we're in the world today, and we all know this. We're going for what sounds good and not for what works. This place works. It just does. It'll expose you. It'll expose you in what you really want out of life. Because it all begins with us. It doesn't begin with that bank account or that job. It all starts with you. So this place will truly expose, but then also affirm you. It'll affirm you that you found the right people.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So it really, it kind of, over the 7 years that I've been open, this is my original, just open up another one in West Midtown.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Again, grace of God.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but what I've realized is this place will filter out just people who are just looking for a good time. And I want them, because I've gotten a lot of people that have come here for a good time and realized like what they really wanted. And they've stayed for a very, very long time. Yeah. So our bodywork class was the breath work, the stretching class. This one in here, again, it's taking components of the industry. So yoga is a big component in the industry today. But we don't turn our heat up to make you feel like you're doing more. Ours will get to about 80, 85 degrees. We really want you focused more on what you're doing with your body instead of just kind of entertaining your body. So we, again, movements that we do, very similar to some yoga, but just different when it comes to biomechanic, placement of feet, angles of feet, shoulders, wrist. And then we use resistance, and then balancing. As we know, getting older, balancing is a huge thing. The quadrants in our brain start shutting down. So a big thing is to get people to stand on one foot for a good portion of time, right? Good period portion of time. But also move their arms, because now stabilizers, the synapses running to the brain are key. So yeah, It's been very thought of in this process. And then we've got our physical therapy portion. So a couple of years ago, I brought in a MLS laser, so laser therapy, but more focused.
Sure.
Arthritis, tendonitis, breakdown of scar tissue, but it's non-invasive. Mm-hmm. When you lay there, I get a lot of people who have done physical therapy and they're like, are you doing anything? And I'm like, no, the machine's just working on you on a cellular level.
That's
so
fantastic. Mm-hmm.
Any massages, any cupping, any dry needling, it's a manipulation that we use to kind of trigger your body to send inflammation. We just allow your body with non-invasive and just infrared light, because light therapy has, over the years, really poked its head up as one of the best therapeutic. And because it engages on a cellular level, so your mitochondria, your engine, it turns it on, but then there's plenty of other things that go on inside the laser.
Fantastic.
So do I hear you right? You'd rather use this instead of needling and cupping?
Yeah, and the reason why I say it, again, playing rugby, I've had everything done to me. Everything. What ends up happening is when you're already coming here and you feel broken in some sort of way. So you're already defensive, right? You're already like, oh, this hurts, oh, that hurts. With light therapy, depending on the pulsations, it triggers certain things within inside. So your analgesic, it's your pain signaling in your brain. We've got to try to reconfigure that signal before anything else. So if I'm sitting here and dry needling, cupping you, if I'm applying pressure and creating just what this machine does with inflammation, positive, it's going to take you a little bit for me to get you like, okay, now let's try to work on strength movement, right? If you got back problems, a lot of times, unless it's disc and vertebra related, a lot of times we'll take a female, for example, holding a purse on one shoulder. If you keep doing that with that habit, what's the compensation? So once we get the inflammation going through and you start to shut down and reconfigure the signal to the brain to shut the pain receptor off, now you have a willingness to actually, okay, yes, my right glute is weaker. But if I still have pain there and I'm trying to tell you, okay, let's work on like strength, you're like, I can't think of anything but the pain that is still throbbing. So through multiple cases, neuropathy, we've helped plantar fascia, we've helped shoulder, arthritic processes for people. Very non-invasive. And it just triggers your body to do it. And then we come in, being that we do strength really well. And we just look at the alignment, and we just take the signals from the brain and just realign the muscle groups that go through that process. Also, nerves are reconfigured through the machine. Blood vessels, capillaries are built. Capillaries provide more oxygen, access in and access out of any toxic stuff. So yeah, it was brought in just due to physical therapy world's a little bit different right now. So we wanted to get people results quickly.
That's fantastic. Fantastic. I love that.
Yeah. And then that's pretty much just us in a nutshell. And then we have compression upstairs where people can just kind of go in and do their own stuff at their own time. Again, it seems like a lot, but at your home, it is your sanctuary. You go there to think about life. Also go home to analyze your day of being out. So this place here it provides the same synergetic process and energetic process. You can just come here and like kind of drop your shoulders back a little bit.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You behind me?
Yes.
I'm without a microphone, so I got to step right here. You're great. Keep it right there, Sam. Thank you, boss. We appreciate you. We appreciate the way that you love on people and love our community and are intentional in the business that you're running.
Appreciate that.
It really, really, really shows, right?
And how you've enhanced the community and making life better.
Yes. For so many. Yeah, very good. Yeah. Thank you, boss. We'll look forward to circling back with you some more. Maybe get in here for a session.
That would be great.
Share that to the group, right?
Yeah, that would be beautiful.
All right, man. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
So much fun at Bach Fitness today. Located right in the heart of Buckhead.
BUCKHEADistas work out at Bach, don't they?
They do.
See you guys in the next one.